a letter came through the mail that could literally change my life. And it was from an English company that owned 56 ocean-going cargo ships. And the letter said, "Mr. Hill, we are very proud or pleased to offer you a full scholarship to go to Glasgow College of Nautical Studies to be either a navigation officer or a ship's engineering officer, whichever one we decide would be the best fit for you. All you have to do is pass your medical." So there I was 2 weeks later. I'm over in London, England, and I'm in the medical officer's examination room. And I'm delivering my first ever urine sample. And immediately things started to go wrong. The doctor should have told me that you don't need to fill the urine sample jar all the way to the top. There's another drip into that stuff. He should have told me that you leave the urine sample cup in the little cupboard at the back of the room. And he should have told me that you don't go back to the reception area with your urine sample. So there I was walking down the hall towards the reception. I kicked open the door with my foot and I walked in. And the receptionist, this young pretty girl, was behind the glass window, and I knocked on the window. "Urine sample! Urine sample!" She didn't seem to want it. And she said, "Oh no, you don't bring that in here, you silly little Irishman, bring that back to the examination room." So I worked my way back to the examination room where the doctor was waiting there, and he had that sort of tent eyebrow going, "Where the heck did you go with that thing? You just leave it in the little cupboard at the back of the room." "Yeah, thank you, doctor." And then the doctor said to me, "Dave, we now need to do what is known as Farnsworth Lantern test." And it's basically a test to check you for colour blindness. And he said, "There's going to be a lantern behind you, and in front of you I need to stand here, right in front of that mirror. That lantern is going to shine 3 pinpricks of coloured light, red, green, and white, and I need you to read them from top to bottom." He turned out the room lights, switched on the lantern, and he says, "Okay, Dave, read the colours from top to bottom." I couldn't see anything. I was looking at the ceiling, down the floor, on the walls. I said, "Sir, I can't see any coloured lights at all." And then he says, "Okay, Dave, don't panic." And he put on another set of lights. He says, "Okay, Dave, read them again from top to bottom." I said, "Sir, I cannot see anything." My heart jumped when he flicked on the room lights and he walked out without saying anything. And I thought to myself, "Oh no, I've blown my full scholarship. I can go back on track." A few minutes later, he walked back in the room with a big smile on his face, holding 2 really big telephone directories. He said, "Dave, this has never happened before, but I'd like you to just try this and let's see what happens." And he put the telephone directories on the ground. He says, "Okay, Dave, step up." I stepped up. He turned out the room light, switched on the lantern, and ta-da! 3 pinpricks of light. Unfortunately, I discovered I was one in 10 men who were colorblind. And the doctor, I think he saw the disappointment or the fear on my face or the panic. And he said, "Is it okay, Dave? You can still become an engineering officer even if you're colorblind. And by the way, you're probably too short to be able to see out the ship's navigation windows anyway." Don't you hate the English? So setbacks. We want to learn from them, laugh at them, and get over them